Hey y'all, we back for Beyond the Gate Season 2 Episode 149. So far, there's nothing exciting happening. Joey is fussing out his employees because he feels like they're not doing a good enough job of tracking and watching Vanessa because he needs to know why Vanessa is in the area. Secondly, there was some basketball game, some charity basketball game. Ted, Kyle, Carlton, Smitty, and Martin all played in for Martin. And so basically the guys are, you know, letting their egos fly. Um Also, there's a situation going on with Vanessa and Nicole. They're having breakfast at the country club. Vanessa is trying her best to explain to Nicole why she feels like something sketch is going on between Joey and Heather. And she's trying to dig and find out what it is. But I'm just like, girl, Vanessa just don't listen. And it's just hard to tell her anything because she got to learn stuff the hard way, just like they told her to leave Joey alone. Little do she know, eventually she going to find out all the truth about why she was with Joey and what happened with Doug, and then that's going to be something. But now she's trying to push the situation with Heather. And Joey knows that Heather got something dangerous going on. And Andre is terrified, honestly, especially after yesterday's episode. So we got to see what exactly Heather is trying to plot and scream. Okay, so it's given today is gonna be a filler episode. That's just the vibe I'm picking up for right now because there's nothing really much going on. I mean, Vanessa and Nicole are still talking about Joey and what they will and will not tolerate. And Carlton and Ted just, had a moment where Ted just told Carlton that he wasn't really comfortable with him dating Nicole in the first place, and he wanted to knock him out. But Carlton said, nonetheless, me and Nicole are in the friend zone. That's it. That's all. You want to know who else hard-headed? Bill. He just is hard-headed. Talking about something the pacemaker should be doing this job. We at least need to test it out. You're trying to go to your eternal home. That's just all that is. If you want to go to your eternal home, just say you want to go to your eternal home. Because why? And then, of course, Haley not going to follow doctor's orders. She's trying to off you, Bill. Oh, Lord. For him to be so smart, he is yet so dumb. Now Ashley got to walk in the room and be scarred because they didn't want to listen. Anyway, Ted and Nicole just played nice. You know what? I ain't even finna go through all this because this is just, I don't know. Maybe I have something exciting to tell y'all by the end of the episode. Because this right here, this is a little lackluster today. A little dry. Eva did question Leslie and asked her about how serious she was with her and Malone. But Leslie was just like, girl, that's just, for the time being. Eva was just like, I hope you ain't holding out delusion that you're going to get back with my daddy. And Leslie was offended like always because she still think Ted want her. It seems to be hiding something from Martin because Martin is trying to take him on a lover's excursion, and he is curving all his ideas. So I don't exactly know what Smitty has going on. Vanessa has pushed Joey to his limit, and he told her to stop trying to pry in my business because you cannot know everything. Is this going to be a deal breaker? Yes or no? Hurry up, answer quickly. Because she keeps saying, well, if it's anything you don't want to be judged by on your family, just tell me. And I'm just like, girl, you already knew before you started dating Joey that there were certain aspects of his life that he was not going to tell you just for protection of others. And you're pressing the issue about Heather. Obviously, there's something wrong with Heather. Hopefully, she doesn't go to Heather and say, what is it that you're hiding because Joey won't tell me whatever it is. Or, she won't try to investigate on her own because she good for trying to profit something. But anyway. Okay, so the episode is now over. Ashley has gotten security to escort Haley off the premises. And she said, do not give me a fight because I will have you banned. Period. um, I don't know why Bill thought it was appropriate for him to try to have relations with his wife, knowing good and well he just got his chest cut open. But nonetheless, Haley don't care because she wants the money. But Haley doesn't have much longer because she will be exposed. Vanessa finally came around and finally listened to Joey and said the thing that Joey fights her on the most, which is, keeping some parts of himself private, is one of the qualities that she really likes about him. So there's that. Smitty just told Martin that he doesn't want to leave or go on any trips because he has been thinking about doing that podcast. And even though Smitty had previously said that he was glad with the outcome of the investigation, he says the Impaler is still out here, treating people unfairly and taking advantage of communities, and he would like for the Impaler to be arrested. This part is, somewhat scary because, as we know, Heather is already in DMV and she already knows who he is. So this is going to put Martin and Smitty and the rest of the family in danger. And then it's just the fact that Andre, is somewhere idly sitting by because he don't know what's going on. So it just, it's very layered, very layered. Nicole and Kyle just kind of made it official about being boyfriend and girlfriend. They decided their first date was going to be to Noah's open mic night or whatever at Uptown, which was discussed a couple of days ago. Well, for us, a couple of days ago. It's probably been like 1 or 2 days in their world. Eva had a real deep talk with Leslie and was like, girl, my daddy do not want you, child. And I wish you would stop being embarrassing and stop letting yourself get embarrassed because you deserve love. Well, unfortunately, Eva, if your mother doesn't think she deserves love, then that's something for her to figure out. Leslie was like, the daughter should not be giving the mother relationship advice. Well, Miss Mamas, you need to be listening to your daughter because she's right. And I think it took for Isaiah opening up Eva's eyes about some things to help her understand, the more difficult parts about her mother. Leslie did end up calling Marcel, but I don't think this is going to go the way Leslie wanted it to go with Marcel. Like Eva said, she always tends to choose the unavailable men. Even though, Leslie rebutted and was like, your daddy does not have a ring on his finger. Meanwhile, Ted is sitting across the room trying to tell Shanice that he's ready to get serious with her and he's ready to meet her brothers, meet her family. And I'm just like, Ted, I don't know. The scene that Ted and Nicole had at the country club, like right before Kyle came upstairs and right when Ted was leaving, I don't know. It's giving like something between them will happen in the future. I don't know. It's, they don't have as many moments like Danny and Bill. You know what I mean? But I don't know. It's giving something's a brewing. I just feel like that. I feel like something's coming because this whole I'm happy for you, whatever. But yeah, and something about me just don't trust Kyle. I don't know what it is. I don't know if Kyle is sneaking. Like, what exactly is going on with him? Or do y'all think he just really is trying to, fall in love with Nicole? But other than that, I think that's about all that I got from this episode. So yeah, y'all, let me know your thoughts on episode 149.